it's like it's dope, man. It's dope. I'm extremely grateful over the years to just been able to work on projects like Maze Runner, Collateral Beauty, and Black Nativity, and like Detroit. You know, working with some really dope big directors, Oscar winning nominated directors, and Oscar winning actors. You know, so I see myself in that space as well. So I just it's been fun to just be able to step into a film career, and it really all started at the same time, the music and film. My first film when I was 11, this first gig called One Tree Hill. It was a show
Okay.
by One Tree Hill. I think they went like 6 to 8 seasons or something like that. But they were filming in North Carolina, drove from Atlanta, and that was my first gig. But I was also I got signed to Jive at 13. So
Wow.
at the same time, I was still doing Maze Run. I was still doing Black Nativity. I was on the road. I was doing tours. So music and film has always been like a thing in my career. It's just that TV, when TV take over, it just take over.
So did you plan on being a triple threat? Because we know you can sing, act, and dance. And do you add some writing to that as well?
Yeah, I think writing is definitely one of my it's not my strong suit. You know what I mean? It's definitely not like a when I try to say I want to write a script, and I ask writers and I say how long did it take you to write your script? They say 5 to 6
Right.
years. You know, they'll say,
Wow.
hey,
Yeah.
and sometimes we think we can write a script in 30 days. I mean, if you probably could if you lock in, but you probably have to go back in and re-edit, and then you'll get some opinions and then go back in. And eventually, over time, it may take 2 to 3 years. And then it takes even longer for you to pitch it, get invested, and you know what I mean, and then get greenlit. So
Right.
to hear the process of like what it takes to write a film on paper and then get it greenlit, to a studio is a whole process. So I just try to surround myself around great individuals who have that as a strength, because it's about building a business. You're a team. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm learning from all the big execs. They may not necessarily be writing everything, but they have a team and they're overseeing, and they're pressing buttons and they're getting it lit, and then they're launching it, and that's the next step. Produced by Jacob Latimore is definitely the next phase of my career.
Now, when you first took on the role for The Shy, did you think about, when you was doing your table read, the last time we heard about an Emmett from Chicago was Emmett Till, and
Yeah.
he didn't make it back to Chicago. So did that ever cross your mind? Like, are they gonna kill my character off? What's gonna happen? My name's Emmett.
I honestly, well, at first I didn't think the show was gonna go that long, and
Hmm.
I'm always ready to. In my mind, I've always, just because how this industry goes, and you audition, and the industry's up and down. Your show can get canceled, like anything. I'm always in my mind. I'm always ready to pivot. You know what I mean? I'm always ready to go to just that next project, or I need to work on my album right now. Like, hey, we got this time off from the Shy. I need to drop an album, or I need to try to find another project to work on while we right before we go film. This next season or whatever. So I've been blessed to be able to do like House Party and Texas Chainsaw Massacre in between the Shy. So it's definitely a thing that we kind of talked about. Lena definitely named the character after Emmett Till. So, and that was something that was a story that she just resonated with, and she just wanted that character in that name in her show. Obviously we know the horrific story that happened with him, so she wanted to carry that name into the show for sure.
So not being from Chicago, but being from the Midwest, how did you tap into Chicago's, just the culture of Chicago? Because the gangs, you got
Yeah,
Harold's Chicken, but you got Smokies.
you guys know.
You got so many different elements of Chicago. How did you make that you? Because you own that character, bro.
Yeah, I just tried to focus on my Midwest experiences. Like, we used to drive down to come down to Chicago when I was young, just to go to White Castle, and
Okay.
and things like that. And then there was a lot of people in Milwaukee from Chicago. Like, yeah, I just drove it from Chicago. It's always an easy drive.
Right.
And just being here that first season, kicking it with a lot of my Chicago castmates, and going to some of these earlier on pool parties, and kicking it, and just being around, and you
Right.
just got to live. I think the best way to become the best actor you can be is just go live your life, go experience things, go see the world, because that's the only way you're gonna really feel the gravity of possibly of what you plan. You know what I mean? You got to go get around those individuals, that environment. And I want to say the first two seasons, I definitely did a lot of that. Like I was just out and about. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was just turning 21 too, so it was like, what? I'm outside. You know, and it was fun.
So what's crazy about your character on the show is I started out watching you as a sneakerhead. I'm a sneakerhead myself. Now, are you a sneakerhead in real life? Because the first two seasons show that now they don't say or show anything about you and sneakers on the show, because obviously you've grown into a young man that has these obstacles that he has to go through in life. So are
Yeah.
you a sneakerhead yourself?
I think I became one over time. Like I just became
Okay.
like as growing as a man. Like I care about my appearance. I care about what I got on. But before the shot, I really wasn't really worried about it. Like I was such my career had started so much as a teenager. I had stylists in place. I had people to make sure I was
Right,
laced. I mean, I was worried
right.
about stuff. Like sometimes like if I got a week long of press, I'm like, yo, just go get me some stuff. I trust you. Like I don't want to think. I don't want to go shopping. I don't want to think about what I put on. Like let's just try it on when you get here. I trust you. You know what I mean? And that's when I say like when you gotta hire a team, you really gotta hire a team to kind of take some weight off your shoulders. Like a personal shopper is definitely something you need because events are popping up out the blue and you need something fresh for the carpet. You know what I mean? Hey, we need to go through my closet real quick. What haven't I worn? What have I took photos in? You know what I mean? Like all those things matter. You know what I mean? So it's I try to dive in as much as possible, but like I have to do better with like name brands, who these designers are. It's really less about the designer for me. It's just long as it's it. Like if it fit and the tailor is it, I'm like it's it.
That's it.
You know.
That's the part right there. That part right there. So
Mhm.
what's your favorite sneaker of all time? What's your number one favorite sneaker?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I'm gonna just go right now. My favorite shoe right now is my Prada boot. Like I probably rock that. I probably rock that every day. That's like a every.
Okay.
It's like a just throw something on real quick. Like I could throw it on with sweats to dress it up. I could throw it on to with some jeans. Like it
Nice.
yeah, that Prada, and it's actually a comfortable shoe. It, out the gate, and it's got like a bulkiness to it. Give me a little height.